All right, let's get right into it. We're talking about professional plumbing installation today. We're going to cover how to build it right and how to build it right the very first time.
But before we even begin, I want you to ask yourself this one simple question. Because in this trade, every single joint, every support, every piece of pipe, it all matters. The quality of your work is literally your signature out there.
Okay, so where do we start? We start with the big picture. You have to see the complete system map to understand how every little part connects. A true professional never, ever works blind. Take a look at this. This shows you the entire flow of the system, all the way from the underground tank clear up to the roof. Now, this isn't just some drawing. Think of it as our roadmap. It's governed by really important codes, like SBC and Saudi Aramco standards. Getting this in your head is step 0.
Now for our first section. The most critical decision you'll make happens before you even pick up a pipe cutter, and that's selecting the right material for the job. If you get this wrong, believe me, the whole system is in trouble right from the start.
And this lays it out perfectly. These are the non-negotiable rules of the game. PVC? That's only for drainage and vents, because it's just not rated for pressure. PPR is your go-to for hot and cold water supply inside. It has amazing thermal resistance, and galvanized steel? You save that for the tough spots, the high-stress areas like pump rooms, where you absolutely need that strength and rigidity. There are no exceptions to this.
All right, let's talk about joints. You can have the strongest pipe in the world, but it's only as good as its weakest connection. This is where real craftsmanship gets put to the test.
So the most important thing here is matching the right technique to the right material. It's solvent cement for PVC, heat fusion for PPR, and then flanged or groove joints for GI. You gotta master every single one of these. And when it comes to PPR, these 4 steps, they're like your Bible. Clean it, heat it, join it, and let it cool. When you do it right, you're not just connecting 2 pieces. You're creating a seamless weld that is literally stronger than the pipe itself.
And this is what happens when you cut corners. This is the result of ignoring those steps. It's a single point of failure that can cause catastrophic damage, lose your client's trust, and lead to incredibly expensive rework. It's just not worth it.
Okay, let's move on to the backbone of your installation. We're talking about the hangers and supports that carry the load and protect those pipes day in and day out.
Burn this number into your brain, 1.5 meters. This is a super common maximum spacing for hangers on horizontal runs. Why? To prevent sagging and stress on both the pipe and its joints. It's a fundamental rule of support. Don't forget it.
And you have to use the right tool for the job. Use U-clamps for direct fixing, pipe shoes to keep from crushing your insulation, and trapeze supports when you've got multiple lines running together. And here's the big one. Vibration isolators at every single pump are mandatory. They soak up the pump's vibrations, which protects the entire line from damaging stress and, you guessed it, potential joint failure.
See? This is exactly what I'm talking about. This is what happens when that 1.5 meter rule gets ignored. The pipe's own weight becomes its worst enemy, putting a ton of stress on the joints and leading, inevitably, to failure.
And when you're dealing with long runs of PPR, it's not just about supporting the weight. It's about managing movement. Pipes breathe, they expand and contract with the heat. So proper anchor and guide points are absolutely critical to safely absorb those forces.
So, with the foundations of materials, joints, and supports all covered, let's walk through the exact sequence of events for a truly professional job. There's an order to this. Following this precise 8-step process means nothing gets missed. It takes you right from the initial layout and marking through all the jointing and support, all the way to that final critical step of clear, permanent labeling. This is the blueprint for excellence.
Now, I want to pause for a second on step number 7, insulation. A lot of people treat this as an afterthought, but that is a huge mistake. It's a crucial part of the system for efficiency and protection, especially on your PPR hot and cold water pipes.
You see, proper insulation isn't just about keeping the water temperature right. When you're on a rooftop, that UV-resistant cladding is actually protecting the pipe itself from sun damage. And everywhere else, a perfectly sealed vapor barrier is non-negotiable. It prevents the silent killer of condensation. All right, we're almost at the finish line, but the job isn't done until you can prove it's perfect. This is the final stage, where quality isn't just something you claim, it's something you confirm.
And here's how you prove it. 1.5x, that's the magic number. Your system has to withstand a hydrostatic pressure test of at least 1.5 times its normal working pressure, and hold it before anything gets covered up. This is the ultimate test of your work.
You see, the pressure test, it does more than just check for leaks. It's like a truth serum for your entire process and your whole team. It will shake weak project control. It's going to expose gaps in supervision, reveal changes that weren't documented, and it forces accountability on everyone.
So, you're ready to hand over the keys? Not so fast. There is no project handover without these 3 things: the approved pressure test report, accurate as-built drawings, and a system where every single valve and line is labeled. This is the final proof of a job well done.
And really, that's the ultimate takeaway here. Every single pipe you lay, every joint you weld, every support you fix, it all has your name on it. When you build with this level of quality and accountability, you're ensuring that your work and your reputation will stand the test of time.